Vanaand is die groot aand.
Baie dankie, welkom ook hier van my kant af. Dis my voorreg om vanaand die noot aan te gee. Hier op Noot vir Noot verruil ons kontantnote vir musieknote.
Vanaand gaan die poppe dans.
Ja!
Kies jou leidraad.
Vingers op die knoppies.
Die vinnigste knoppie, hy antwoord die vraag.
Ja!
Dan kies vir jou blokkie.
Uit watter liedjie kom daai reël? Uit watter liedjie uitkom dit?
Wie was die sanger geweest? Kies vir jou blokkie.
Daar sê.
Daar vat jy hom!
Vingers op die knoppies.
Nee!
Moenie weggaan nie, ons is nou terug.
Moenie weggaan nie, ons is nou terug. Gaan maar aan. Ja, oké. Dis reeks 42 en ons is weer by mekaar vir die volgende 22 weke.
Well, can you believe it? SABC2's Noot vir Noot presenter Johan Stemmet will be saying his final goodbye on his last show tonight, this evening. And he's promised his fans to end the show on a high note after 28 years, making it the longest running program on local television. And over the years, Stemmet became a TV show legend and has become known for his colorful shirts, the waistcoats, and those never ever to be forgotten signature phrases. And it's an absolute privilege to say good morning to you.
Good morning. What a privilege to be here. Thank you for the invite.
I can't believe it's the end of an era, 28 years.
It's a long time.
This. It's a lifetime.
But it's been a fun ride. It really has been a fun ride.
It certainly has, and you've taken us along on that ride. And just looking back over the years, you know, some of us have lived through those years with you. But, you know, how did it all start, and how do you feel about this baby that is now an adult?
Oh, how it started, it was, I was working at the SABC from 1980 to 1989, in me and my partner Johan van Rensburg and Elsa Colling, the three of us left SABC to start our own production company back in 1989. We were the first one. And while we were out there, the SABC had a symposium or a workshop on game shows, and we were invited to participate. And we submitted the show a note for a note, because we were very involved in music all our lives, and we used to do all the music shows at the then SABC. And, well, we pitched the show, and at first they didn't like it. They said it's too specialized, it won't work, because it's not a general knowledge type of thing, and that's what they want, a general knowledge. But eventually something happened with the scheduling, and we landed at, we got the gig, and then we started in an old Bioscope theatre, cinema, that we rigged a cinema, sort of a Meccano set, and we did our first show, which was back in 1990, that's when we recorded it, and it went on air in 1991, and it just somehow worked.
And the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah, one doesn't know why it worked. You know, you can't put your finger on it. If you could do that, you'll be able to make a hit show with every show that you do. But it's just one of those things that I feel has been given to us to work, and it worked.
Isn't it the simplicity of the show as well? Because it doesn't matter who you are, whether you even understand the language in which it is presented or not, you're still able to follow and participate.
Yeah, we always had the phrase that we said, it's not an Afrikaans show. It is a show for everybody. We use music, English music, Afrikaans music, German music, any music, but we presented it in Afrikaans, so everybody could take part. I had such a fun thing of an Indian man who came to me in Durban once and said to me, "Oh, Noot vir Noot," he speaks Afrikaans, spoke Afrikaans to me all the time, and I tried to speak English to him too, just because I could hear he wasn't very comfortable, and he just refused to speak English. I said to him, "But do you watch the show?" He said, "Yes." I said, but do you understand what's going on?" He said in Afrikaans to me, "Elke week ek verstaan 'n bietjie meer. Every week I understand a little bit more." So that was great. So the joy of it was that I think it appealed to a very large audience, and still will.
And I'm loath to ask you this following question, but I want to. It's almost like asking a parent who's your favorite child. But is there a moment that stands out for you over these 28 years?
I think the highlight for me was about 15 years ago, we sat and we thought, how can we make blind people enjoy Noot for Noot as well? Because it's television, you know. And we heard, and I saw that a lot of blind people are following us and watching the show. And we started adapting our games, and we started changing it in such a way that blind people can participate in the actual show. And our first blind contestant that came aboard, a man with the name of Ferdi Venter, it was the most amazing thing. He came, he took part, went right through into the final, almost won the series. And since then, we've had a lot of blind contestants. And for me, that was a highlight.
And so many other highlights, the Musiekfabriek, and I want to know more about them, you know, this group of, you know, musicians and so on. But I tell you what, Johan's not going anywhere. We'll come back to this interview, but let's just break to Leanne quickly for the latest news headlines.